Hey guys, welcome back to Top 10 Comics to Buy to Improve Your Comic Book Collection. This video is basically the books that I went and got at the comic book store, brought home, key factors, stuff like that, older books, stuff that you would want in your collection, averaging from a $10 book all the way to, whatever, $100, $1,000, depending. But they're books that I think that the community should know about, and if you're a collector, you might learn something, or maybe you want one of these. It's not about spec and the up and down market. It's about books that will retain their value and increase over time. So I hope you enjoy this top 10 video, and let me know in the comments, and please subscribe if you're new to the channel. All right, check you later. Here we go. What's up? Okay, so in this haul, we're going to go from 10 to 1. Just different types of keys, stuff that will go up in value, of course. Yeah, it's not the top 10 of the week or whatever type of stuff's going on. But these are 10 books that I actually bought that have some relevance and that will go up in value over time, whether you like it or not. So let's go. Let's start small. That's what she said. So in the picture you see, we have Action Comics number 310. Now, it's the first appearance of Jewel Kryptonite. Hey, look, it's a first appearance, no big deal. But what's cool is it's got all the different kryptonites on the cover. Okay? It's a Silver Age book. This one's in really low grade. In the picture there, you can see the little ink and stuff like that. It's probably about a VG condition. It's a $10 book. Okay, it's a $10 book, but it'll go up. It's hard to find these books in really. I mean, you can go and buy a high grade and spend a lot of money, but these are just different books, okay, that will improve your collection, not hog up space and all that other stuff. Okay, that was a lot. Let's move on to number 9. Okay, at number 9, we have Incredible Hulk, number 159. Look, it's as simple as this. Pure cover, Abomination versus Hulk. Classic cover. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. And it will go up in value, guys. It won't go down. This one, look, simple as this, VG+, okay? I should probably implement a scale on the side next time so you can see what that means. But it's a lower grade. Usually you can find higher grades than the one I have here, but probably about $10. But I mean, really, you pass this up, you wouldn't want that in your collection. That was number 9. Okay, at number 8 we have Daredevil number 167. These books should be available at your comic shops if you're lucky. This one's in a near mint minus condition, probably about $10. But it's the first appearance of Death Mauler. And, of course, Frank Miller, the Frank Miller run's classic. But what's interesting in this book, there's a little part at the end which kind of shows you about, talks about his weapons and stuff, and a little bit about his, powers or senses, which I think is kind of interesting. But any Daredevil Frank Miller is always good to pick up. But this one has a first appearance in it and that little type of extra key aspect. Let's move on to number 7. All right, at number 7, we got a classic Submariner cover. To me, it's number 4. It's a Silver Age book. In low grade, it shouldn't be that expensive. A Tuma cover. Like a battle scene. I love iconic battle covers. Of course, Submariners, it's going to always go up in value, but in the speculation world, if you want to add that, most likely he's going to be introduced into the Marvel Universe pretty soon, too. So Here it is right here. Yeah, I bought it, guys. This is what it's all about, buying comics. This one's in about a VG condition. Same one on the picture. I would say you're looking at starting around 15 bucks at a store if you find it. But it's not that much to get a cool Silver Age in there. And over time, you know how it goes on some of these books. All right, let's move on. Okay. At number 6, we have Detective Comics number 356. First appearance and origin of the Outsider. Apparently, this is Alfred. But, you know, I'm trying to show you guys different things that I bought. There might be one comic in here in this whole video, or two, or all, that you would like in your collection. But I want to show you different random things that have value, okay? And we'll continue to do so. This is a Silver Age Detective. I would say this one's a VG Plus, and I would probably say about 15 bucks. But first appearances, origins, classic covers, old, you know, 60s. You just can't go wrong to add some of these to your collection. Let's move on to number 5. Okay, now we're talking. Okay, Conan the Barbarian number 7. Depending on the grade, these prices can go up and down. Higher grades are the better, of course. But Conan's one of the starting factors in my life. Not exactly this Conan that got me into comics, but the Savage Sword and all those, the bigger comics where the art was just insane and I felt like a bad little boy buying them at the grocery store or wherever I was back then. But I love Conan the Barbarian. And this book is the first appearance of Set, which is pretty damn cool, if you ask me. I love the art. I think it's Barry Windsor Smith. Yeah. So, well, Barry Smith or Windsor or whatever. But for you Conan fans, this is one of those books that you want to get. This one's in VG Plus condition. I would say 15, 20 bucks. But one of those classic Conans that if you're a collector of that, you got to have it. All right, let's move on. Ooh. Things are getting interesting, guys. Invincible Iron Man number 2. Now, first of all, it says Enter the Demolisher, and whether that's a first appearance of the girl there, Janice Cord, or whatever, it's a classic Iron Man cover. And you know what? It's number 2. Great lesson to learn, guys. If you can't get number 1, get number 2 when it comes to older books. Even in newer books, though, number 2, usually there's some first appearances in there and stuff like that. But I'm trying to get, collect these great silver. I love silver. But this one's in a VG condition. We're starting to go up here, guys. And probably you would look around starting at about 40 bucks on this. This is a pretty solid looking book, though. And I'm pretty rough. I got to be honest, I'm pretty tough on my grades. It's probably better than a VG, but I'm trying to give you numbers and stuff and tips on books. So let's move. Dude, that was pretty good. So we're going to number 3. I hope you're still with me and waiting for those really good ones at the end. That's what she said. Okay, guys. Number 3 on my list, and for good reason. Origin of Captain America. It's the Avengers number 56. The cover, to me, is one of the classics. And might be the book that I keep out of the 10. As I said before, I do auctions and stuff like that, and I go picking, and I try to buy interesting books like we've seen tonight, and I always try to keep one. So this could be on that list because it's really clean. It's in really great condition for a Silver Age comic. Origin of Cap, beautiful cover with Bucky, and this one, okay, is in a very fine condition. You're looking at about 60 bucks. It might even be a higher grade than that. When I saw it, I was amazed at the paper quality. It was like fresh cover. It shocked me how nice it was. And that might be my keeper for today. But a great classic cover and an Origin of Cap. And that's number 3 on the list. Let's move on to number 2. Okay, now we're really getting into the goodies, okay? I love Tales of Suspense and Tales to Astonish. I mean, this is where everything really began for Marvel, like first appearances and prototypes and interesting things like that. This is a very early Ant-Man book. And of course, it's the first appearance of Porcupine. Whether that's relative or not, there is no doubt in my mind that this book will always go up in value over time. It's not going to drop in value. And it's getting harder and harder to find these books in a reasonable condition. This one is a VG+. I was super happy to get it. I'm still not sure. I would love to collect a run of Tales to Astonish and Tales of Suspense, like the whole thing, but they're so expensive. This one in VG Plus is $60. And that's why it's at number 2. Okay, our number 1 for this week is Amazing Spider-Man number 28. It's so difficult to find a black cover from that time period, early Spidey. Of course, it's the first appearance and origin of Molten Man, which is pretty sought after. Oh, look, it says something about his graduation on there, too. But something that I can pass on to you guys is, and I know a lot of you collect this, is something interesting. This one's in about a VG condition, okay? It's about $140, okay? But I wanted to show you something. When you're searching for books, I don't know if you can see on there, there's like a little bit of wear, almost like a little bit of, there's a couple creases. Such a hard thing to get with the black covers, but it's almost like a little bit of bubbly, whatever. My point is this. If you can get something like this and you know how to press, or you know someone that presses comics, it will improve this book immensely. Right now in the condition, it's about $140. But I can imagine a press would really increase the value. Whether we're not really talking about that right now, but I'm trying to teach you stuff if you didn't already know. But number 1 on the list this week is Amazing Spider-Man number 28. Okay? I really hope you guys are enjoying this series. Yes, it's not the top 10 comics of the week. First appearance of this that's going to hit the floor in 2 weeks. And these are books that I am buying. I'm showing you that I'm buying them, why I'm buying them, and why you might like one or all of these in your collection. It's about retainable value that will rise over time and building and improving your collection if you are truly a comic book collector and want to collect things that are really interesting. These books won't be around forever, so if you have the money, pull the trigger. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please hit that like button and subscribe. And if you want more, tell me you want more, and check out this video next. All right, have a great day.